I wanted to make this video because of a lot of people who I think seem to not understand the Japanese spirit and what's going on with that, and why I think it's so important that we understand what we're dealing with when it comes to the Lourdes Hydrofix hydrogen device. So anyway, this is my dojo. It's full of leaves. I haven't swept the floor for quite some time. It's quite dirty right now, but this is where we're training. And here's my little Buddha with my samurai sword, etc. Here we are bowing for the Japanese samurai spirit, and we have a little meditation bell here that we're doing, which is 528 hertz, the frequency of love. And here we have some dusty kick pads and stuff like that. So anyway, this is my little small dojo. I am teaching karate here, and also mixed martial arts with some young guys that are having fun. So why am I making this video? Well, I'm making this video because there's a lot of criticism on the internet about the Lourdes Hydrofix hydrogen machine, and I kind of would like to put it to rest a little bit. I will show you some videos right now that are coming from Uprising 144K Uprising, Greg the Hydrogen Man. I'm gonna borrow some of his footage here, which will show you that the Japanese are testing their device, and it's basically doing very high levels of ppm of the water, as you can see here. It's tested the right way. There's a lot of testing going on the internet that is not correct done, and there's a lot of how should I say, manipulations going on, because there's a lot of people who don't like this machine, and I'll explain why that is later. But I want you to see, okay, so they're testing the water, as you can see here, and it's pretty high ppm. There's another video that also Greg the Hydrogen Man, he came out with, which is where they're testing the gas, how much gas is actually coming out of this machine. And there's also a lot of debunking, not a lot, there's at least one, I think, or a few videos showing that this Lourdes Hydrofix does not have the adequate amount of hydrogen gas to be therapeutic. But as you can see here, in Japan, they tested this gas, and it has above 120 milliliters per minute of gas output. Now, this is the Japanese official people who are testing this. So this is an official Japanese video that are being released in Japan. What also happened is I actually contacted I have some contacts in Japan, or rather I know somebody who's having contacts in Japan, and because I wanted to verify for myself, is this really the #1 selling hydrogen machine in Japan? And yes, it is. I actually found people not connected to this company whatsoever, but just private, regular people who are doing everything else but hydrogen. It is the #1 selling machine in Japan, and also it is being used in clinical settings by Japanese medical doctors. So this machine is actually taken serious in Japan by Japanese people. So you don't have the #1 selling machine in Japan advertise these numbers and then it's all fake. You don't do that. And the reason I'm here in the dojo showing you this Buddha statue and a samurai sword here, why? It's because I've done Japanese martial arts my whole life, and I went to Japan also. I trained with Japanese people. My master in two styles actually. Me and him, we trained together for like 15 years or more. I trained martial arts, Japanese martial arts, since I was 9 years old. So, and I was competing very high level. I had black belt in 5 different styles, etc. So, the thing is, I know the Japanese spirit. I know the Japanese mindset. I know how it works. And these people are maybe the most different kind of people that I have ever met compared to the rest of the world. These people are very different from us in so many ways. Their way of thinking and the way they operate is just completely different. And so I want to explain a little bit about the Japanese spirit. They have this, so basically you can say Japan is a modern country and they have a lot of technology and they moved into the 21st century, which is true, and they are actually 10 steps ahead, 10 years ahead with hydrogen technology according to the rest of the world. If you want to know about hydrogen, you go to Japan, and you can even ask the leading hydrogen researcher of white people out there in the West, Tyler Le Baron. He is going to Japan. He learned all the stuff in Japan, and if you want to get the latest news, you go to Japan. Period. It's all in Japan. Japan is trying to become a hydrogen nation. Now, I was also told that 50% of the Japanese people in Tokyo is using hydrogen, and I asked my friends if that was the case, and they said they highly doubt. So that is kind of like a debunking. I don't think, I think sometimes things are a little too fantastic, but this is not, this was, the 50% story was not something that was said by a Japanese. This was some white guy, I don't remember who it was. But anyway, Japanese, they have this code of honor, and they also are still, the Zen Buddhism, the samurai spirit is still very much alive in Japan. They don't want to lose face. They do what they're being told. They don't lie and cheat and steal. They don't do these things like they do in United States and in many other countries. They don't fight each other. Like if two companies are creating hydrogen machines, they are very respectful to each other. They don't battle each other like you will see a Westerner do. What they do is they basically they're just trying to compete in the sense of who will make the best machine, who is going to be providing the most epic material, epic machine, medicinal machine, who will do the best work, and then let the results speak for themselves. This is the Japanese spirit. The Japanese spirit is we don't have to advertise because we believe what we do is so good that everybody's going to catch up on that. And this is the #1 selling device in Japan. So ask yourself, with this mentality and this culture, and they're standing there on these videos testing this, and they are showing you the results. There's scientists there, they're putting their entire career on the line if this is not correct measurements. If what they do is wrong or manipulative or etc., they will lose face. They will not only just lose face, they're going to lose their entire career. And they will never dream about doing this in a million years. The reason we don't understand that is because we're not Japanese. If you're Japanese, you know this. So I know people who lived in Japan for more than a decade, and they're like, Joshua, if it's on video like that, it's the real deal, period. And so I urge you to understand that the measurements has been done, it's been shown on video, and that's the end of the conversation. However, who are those people who are telling you that they are fake, that what they do is not correct, that they are lying to you? It's Americans, first of all. Second of all these people who are so-called debunking this machine, what are they doing? They're selling their own machines. So they're selling machines, devices. What kind of devices? Brown's gas devices, which I'm talking heavily against, and I still do, because I don't believe putting lye in water is a good idea. So take it with a grain of salt when you're hearing from somebody who has skin in the game, meaning his entire business depends upon you believing him. So they're gonna make videos showing you that, oh yeah, it's definitely a fake machine and it's very bad, etc., right? Well, I doubt that they are coming with clean and pure intentions. In fact, I've been in communications with brown gas device manufacturers, and I've been asking for some evidence, and suddenly it became very quiet, and I haven't gotten any answers back. So, you know, I'm still waiting, and it's fine, and I'm open to hear stuff that I haven't heard before. But if you want to ask me what device seems to be the most legit out there, that is the one I can trust the most, then I would say buy the #1 best-selling hydrogen device in Japan, and it's also the #1 best-selling in many other countries in Asia. Japan is 10 years ahead of the West. Maybe get that device. Is it expensive? It's extremely expensive. It's, for me, it's crazy. $2,000 for such a small device. It's a lot of money. I cannot afford it. This is why I hope that if you're one of those who decide to buy it, use my coupon code underneath this video. If I sell enough in my name, meaning I send customers to them, I will get one for free. So if you want to help me get one of these devices, this is how to do it. And also, I think you're getting refunded $29 when you're purchasing. I know it's not a lot, but that's all. This brings me to another point. Why don't you see this device being sold by all these hydrogen machine device sales people? Is it because they don't like it and it's a bad machine? Really? Considering the fact that it's #1 selling in Japan? No, that's not why. The reason why is because they can't. There's only one official dealer in the United States, that's holyhydrogen.com. And then there's another official dealer in Canada. I don't remember the website name now, but this is a woman who believes in this machine, and she's the only one who is authorized to sell inside Canada. So all international customers have to buy through the American distributor, holyhydrogen.com, and all Americans will have to buy through it as well. If I wanted to sell this machine, I would have to buy it from them and import it here to Ecuador and then start selling it here, which is not going to happen because people can buy them individually themselves and bring them over the border somehow without paying too much taxes directly from Holy Hydrogen themselves. So what happens here is, instead of producing a machine and asking everybody else to sell it for you, like they do with the brown gas devices, then you are producing the machine and you sell it yourself. So it's kind of like Tesla Motors. They don't want to sell their cars to the car dealers. They just want to sell their cars directly. And this is what Holy Hydrogen is doing with the Lourdes Hydrofix. This also, unfortunately, creates a very, very huge amount of people who's going to battle your machine, who's going to tell you that this is a bad machine, you shouldn't buy it, you should buy my machine, or that machine, or this machine, right? So this is the crux of the matter. There's no money to be made with Holy Hydrogen. I contacted them. I want to sell that machine because I believe in it, and all I'm getting is a coupon code, and if I'm lucky, I'll get one for free. That's basically it. However, I cannot stop talking about it, because the more I'm learning about this machine, the more I'm just seeing that it's totally awesome. It's clean hydrogen gas into the water. It's making nanobubbles. It's the highest quality hydrogen water you can get, which actually consists of 60 to 70% of all the healing properties of hydrogen. It's in the water, and it's making the best water you can imagine. Even the brown gas device people admit that. So they can stretch themselves this far. The other thing is, with the gas, it's pure hydrogen. It's pure. You're getting the high quality, and the Japanese are saying, yeah, we're getting more than 120 milliliters per minute, which is above the therapeutic range, what you need. And so I trust what they say. You can see it on video. And so why would they lie? They cannot lie, because they're going to lose their careers. They're going to lose their job. They rather commit seppuku, harakiri, suicide, than lying to the entire population of Japan for profit. They don't do these things in Japan. So I trust the information, I trust the data, and I don't trust the videos out there that are trying to debunk it in one way and the other way. There's one guy, he's super creative. He's trying to debunk it in so many ways. It's almost funny. And then he, of course, he's gonna wanna sell you a Brown's gas device. So putting lye in the machine is fine. Electrocuting the water without any discernments, that's fine. But this machine, no, it's not. It's good. It's not good. It's bad. I think there's a financial incentive, and I wanted you to know about that. Get the Japanese, get the best, and we take it from there. Ciao.